It's a new year, and you're in the mood. New year, new me. Planning and scribbling down all your ambitious goals for the upcoming year. Going through your list, you come to one item that you have been wanting to change for a while, but somehow years go by and nothing has changed. You're simply tired of working countless hours every day, wasting your life just so you can afford to pay your bills. What you need is something revolutionary, something that will take you ahead of the curve. And no, you don't need a miracle or a lottery ticket. What you need is consistent returns that are compounded over years. You see, currently you're exchanging time for money. And due to the limited number of hours in a day, you will not be able to increase your earnings. The reason why your earnings cannot be doubled or tripled is because you're not taking part in the financial system that is built around you. Majority of wealth is not built from salaries, but rather by doing one of the following. Solve a big problem that society experiences every day, and you will be rewarded for your efforts. You can do this by inventing something totally new, or simply improving existing systems by order of magnitude. Some of the richest people of today founded companies that focused on improving one thing that society needs. Apple solved personal computing. Google solved access to information. Tesla improved the car and auto industry by a factor of 10. Their founders solved big problems and were rewarded accordingly. I understand that not everybody can come up with something new and unique. So second option is for people who understand the problems and how others are addressing it, but cannot come up with original solutions themselves. Capital allocation. This is really important piece of the puzzle, because if there were no investors, the majority of companies and technology that we take for granted will not be invented. Capital allocation is the best way to increase efficiency of many systems. And anybody who has excess capital can contribute and provide funding for companies that solve big problems. Work a regular job, live frugally, and every month purchase stocks. Over a long period of time, this strategy will generate a decent sized portfolio that can appreciate in value and pay you dividends. This may sound like salary is the source of wealth, but this is not true, because most salaries are losing value due to inflation. But stocks are inflation adjusted, meaning that as the inflation is rising, your stock portfolio will be rising too. Unlike your salary, which will most likely be adjusted only few times at best. Stock market traces its origins back to 12th century France, where some of the world's first brokers were trading debts of agricultural communities. However, the first joint stock company to be traded on stock exchange was the Dutch East India Company, founded in 1602, which was traded on Amsterdam Exchange. In fact, the Amsterdam Stock Exchange was established by VOC for dealings in its printed stock and bonds. VOC was a multinational corporation involved in production and trade of East Indian spices, shipbuilding, international trade, but most importantly, a pioneer of vertically integrated global supply chain. In order to fund its operations and expansion in Europe, Asia and Africa, VOC raised capital by issuing shares to the public. Because the capital was permanent during the lifetime of the company, investors that wished to liquidate their shares could only do this by selling their shares to others on the Amsterdam Stock Exchange, effectively creating blueprint for future companies and the stock market that we have today. By the late 17th century, VOC business grew and dividends were paid to its shareholders. More people got interested in trading VOC securities, resulting in increased volume, high liquidity, and formation of first trading clubs around the city. Around the same time when Amsterdam Stock Exchange was gaining popularity among traders, tulips rapidly became a luxury item, because of its intense saturated colors and the fact that it took few years to form a flowering bulb. Due to the plant's dormant phase from July to September, florists and tulip traders signed notary contracts to buy tulips at the end of the season, effectively creating the first futures contracts. This created the first recorded speculative bubble in history. At the peak of tulip mania in February 1637, some tulip bulbs sold for more than 10 times the annual income of a skilled artisan. The Industrial Revolution created demand for more investments and economic expansion, which resulted in the opening of new markets around the world. London Stock Exchange was formed in 1773, and the New York Stock Exchange was founded in 1792. Founded by 24 brokers who signed the Buttonwood Agreement, which set commission rate charged to clients in securities sales. European and American stock markets were used to raise capital through sale of debt and company shares. Public was increasingly interested in being an active participant in the growing economy, and was looking to benefit from the appreciation in share prices. In the early days, trading, dark pools, lack of oversight, and manipulation created countless booms and busts that brought hardship to some and prosperity to others. During 1900s, investors and traders were introduced with new derivatives that fueled a couple of more market crashes. However, the main purpose and traditional structure of markets around the world remained the same: raising money to fund growth and distributed profits in exchange for fresh capital. Even after taking into account stock market crashes of 1929, 1987, 2001, 2008, and 2020, public markets are in continuous upwards trend over a long period of time. Some market crashes take years to recover, but some take as little as few months. And this should not scare you away. You shouldn't be looking to get rich quick. There is no shortcut to wealth. Compounding your hard-earned money over a lifetime should be the aim. Stock market has been around for more than 400 years, and while today's markets and financial instruments are more complex than ever, this also means that there is an asset class or derivative suited for everybody, giving us more than ever an opportunity to invest and become co-owners of our future. The fastest way to escape rat race is to have your money work for you. Stop spending on items you don't need and focus on purchasing shares of companies that are continuously growing and paying dividends. Dedicate % of your income to purchasing assets that will generate more income in the future. It's that simple. Swap your toasted white chocolate mocha frappuccino Starbucks coffee for some shares of Starbucks, the company. You will be healthier and wealthier. And yes, that drink does exist. Just as the founders of the big companies have their shares appreciate in value, so will yours. All you need to do is research their business model and invest in companies that meet your criteria. Don't think about the money you invest in. Consider it spent on food and drinks with friends and continue your daily job. Purchase shares every month and be consistent. Some months the price will be up and you will get less shares for your money, and some months it will be down and you will get more shares for the same money. Do this consistently, and in years' time you will be sitting on a decent sized portfolio. Soon enough your portfolio will grow at an annual rate higher than your yearly expenses. When this time comes, you will be ready to quit your day job and focus on doing what you like, enjoying all the benefits of a shareholder. Now you can cross your financial worries from your New Year, New Me list and enjoy the year. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Share it with friends so they too can become financially independent. If you don't like it, write me a comment below and I will try to do better next time. Thank you for watching and Happy New Year!